So this is going to be an episode on binary waterfall, as you can see. Now, binary waterfall is a piece of software created by a lovely person named Nimade or Ella Jameson. This person created binary waterfall. Binary waterfall is a piece of software called basically where you can put in any file, I mean any file, into it, and it'll play as audio and video. For example, let's select something like gab.dll. Or something else like user32.dll. Look at that. These are raw icons encoded in binary. I have no idea what this is. Whoa. You can even do such things as this. You know what waves are? Yeah, I'm telling you, not the kind of waves that are in radio, but the kind of waves that, .wav files. And, you know what you can do with .wav files in binary waterfall? Well, check this out. Just set the sample rate up. Yeah, this audio file is not going to work for that purpose, but you can put in something else. Like, let's put in a different file. Let's say, I don't know. Here. You can put in an MP4. Yes, these breakups are just frame breakups in between. But you know what a really cool thing you can do with binary waterfall is? Well, you're probably wondering that. Well, if you look at certain other files like Linux file, you can look at certain files like Linux files in there. Except Linux files have an unwieldy structure. Basically a structure that doesn't really make sense to the naked eye if you look at it through binary waterfall. Basically, you can go into something like root, or maybe not, sys, kernel, I don't know, debug, maybe not, data. See what I'm talking about? That weird structure. However, you can put some, like, here's the deal. Let me type in something like this. But if you listen to it all the way down at 7,000 hertz, 16-bit sounds like this. Sample rates can still appear on video in binary waterfall, but can't be heard in binary waterfall. Or at least to the audible ear. Whoa, empty space. Whoa. This piece is always at the end of every exe. And every exe, every executable file in Windows, every executable file in at least Windows NT or something should have this block in it. And it should have this block, this data type. As if it's comprised of background, red, pink to yellow, white, which you can see on almost everything. Well, you can see it on everything, really. You could do something like this, too. You can read something like well, not a PNG file. Well, I guess you could read a PNG file, but image files are boring. What about other things? Truth is, there's a bunch of other things. Like this. Whoa, wait, Ham? I've seen this before, that pink and that purple, or purple, I guess. Now, what happens if you open something else? Like Adobe something. Well, I have some copies of Adobe CS6 applications here. So, let's open one up. Because if you click on the shortcut, it doesn't open the shortcut, it opens the file to that shortcut. So you could open something like Flash. Close, open. You might want to adjust it up to 32 seconds. Okay, maybe not that fast, maybe 8-bit. Hold up. Whoa, what is that? Whoa. Oh, that's interesting. What about something different? Now, what about something different? Okay, I already said that. Why am I saying that again? Basically, you can also put in other things, like binary waterfall itself. Let's see just what binary waterfall has in store for binary waterfall, in store for binary waterfall, in store for binary. Basically, like if you're doing Visual Studio, you'll encounter things called .rc files that contain resources like icons, sounds, other metadata, other files. And then those get put into the RSRC or other section of the file. I don't know why the cursor does that. Weird. Okay, what if we put in something like media encoder into this? Hold up, what is that? Whoa, man. Yeah, that's the icon. Just all split up and stuff. That's what it usually is. What if you put in something else? Like, let's say, what if you put in an image file? No, an image file. No, yes, an image file. See Windows? I know there are a bunch of image files in here. Ooh, this would be interesting. Red Dead. especially this stuff. Never seen that. I've seen this kind of stuff. I've seen this kind of stuff before. I don't know what this is. This is like build data or something. Like builder, like RSRC section builder data or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. That's pretty cool. What about something else? Like System 32. Let's see. There could be something in here. Another XML files and stuff in here. I know there's a photo called active hours in here. Oh, you know what? This would be pretty interesting. You go into web. If you go into web. No, wait, this would be better. Let's go into media. If they have, yeah, media. One stop.mid. That's one stop.mid. What is that? Flourish.mid. What's in there? What? I didn't know Windows 11 had MIDI files in there. There's WAV files there. I already kind of know what WAV files are. Okay, we probably would need to do this. 34100, 16-bit, 2 channels. Or not. Uh, I have no idea. What is it? Maybe it's like 16,000 hertz? Or maybe it's 32 bits, yeah? Bling. No. Oh, wait, yeah. 8-bit. Well. Here somewhere. Okay, what about 48,000? Okay, 56,000? Alright, 189,999 hertz. That's the limit. Well, I can't get that to work. I know once you go below 100 hertz, the whole thing will just crash. At 1 hertz, it'll crash. What is raw? That is weird. That's weird. 4,400. Okay, it says 48,000. I'm a dummy. I didn't read it. What? 48,000. I'm guessing 16-bit. 16-bit. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, listen. Alright. It looks really cool. I like effect. And when you slow-mo, it just does that. What if you wanted to do something like this? That's interesting. if we wanted to play back something like, not an audio file, but a file that is pretty critical to the operating system that isn't the kernel. Boot. Firmware. I didn't want to go firmware. Windows takes firmware backups for a reason. EFI. ENUS. BootMGR. Okay, let's try that again, but with 32,000 hertz. bootmgr.efi.mui. Now that's an MUI file. So, fonts? Oh yeah, have you ever seen TTF fonts before? Inside binary waterfall? I've seen this before. Let's skip ahead. Huh. It's like an exe footer thing. Yeah, I have already installed all of these fonts. Maybe we'll mess around with it sometime. Who knows? Oh, DVD. What's this? What's DVD about? Why is a DVD in here? EFI? BCD. BCD, what's in here? What kind of binary water do you have in your... Oh! That's interesting. Hey, what about if we put something else in here, huh? Let's put in this cursed text file I made. Oh god, that looks cursed. Alright, if this video gets 200,000 views and 250,000 likes, I will attempt to build a tool using Google Gemini, basically create beats or convert any audio file to text. Now that text will just contain audio encoded in just text, not even PCM, not even float, just text per sample. What if we put in something like an MP4? Okay, I've never seen this before though. What if we put something like Autodesk AutoCAD into here, huh? I put AutoCAD into here and see what it thinks about that. Maybe it doesn't want to show it. Acrobat Distiller. Whoa, what was that? Put a cap on it. Whoa. Options? Options for what? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? What is this? Well, I don't think I've seen that before, actually. That's pretty weird. Acrobat menu core up the MSIX. What does X look like? Oh, it's just noise. Ugh. I hate MSIX now. Actually, let me start an MSIX files like that. I'm sorry, MSIX format. I'll do better. Okay, what's in here? Color swatches. What does this have? Oh. Toyo 94 color finder.acb. What is ACB? Adobe color blocker or something? Focal tone? I'm not even gonna bother with those. Acrobat.exe. What does this have? I bet it's the same thing. Wow. Today we looked at some pretty cool stuff here, so I guess I'll catch you later, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.